Hello, Faith by Reason fans. I'm coming to you today with a special announcement. Faith by Reason is creating an intensive spiritual warfare course. You see, ever since I started teaching the Bible, focusing on the spiritual realm, and been talking about all the battles that happen behind the veil in the spiritual realm and how we are involved in those battles, I've had many people come to me asking for advice about spiritual warfare. Maybe they're being attacked and oppressed, or perhaps a loved one of their friends or family is being attacked and oppressed, and they want to know how they can engage in spiritual warfare and how they can walk in victory. And the first thing I always tell them is to understand that you have that power. We were given the power, the authority by Jesus Christ through his death and resurrection. Now, if we have that power and authority through Jesus, why are many of us defeated? Why are we walking in defeat instead of walking in victory? Well, you see, it doesn't matter how much power and authority you have if you don't recognize that you have it and you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to engage in that warfare. It takes training. And that's why myself and my partner, John Lenhart, are creating this spiritual warfare class. And it is an intensive class. It's not a class, actually, it's a course. There's a big difference between that. In a class, you're just going to learn a few basic things. If you were to put it into martial arts terms, in a class, you'll learn a few punches, a few jabs, some dodging, a little bit of defense. That's not what you're going to be learning here. No, you're going to be learning everything about spiritual warfare from top to bottom in a 12-month, a 1 year intensive course. If other spiritual warfare courses you've been involved in are like spiritual boot camp, this is spiritual Delta Force. It's spiritual Green Beret. It's a spiritual black belt. You will come out of this walking in your full authority, and you will be able to use that authority not just in your life, but in the lives of your friends, your family, anyone who is under spiritual attack. And as a Christian, you are going to be attacked. You need to recognize that, and you need to be ready to defend and attack on behalf of yourself and others. So this course is going to be unlike any you've ever seen before, any you've ever taken before. How do I know that? Because people have told us. Everyone we've taken through this course has told us how it has changed their lives, how they have never experienced anything like it, and how they're able to walk in victory and authority in a way they never have before. So this course will consist of written material as well as videos and live training where you will train with us. We will train you. We will answer your questions. We will address your concerns directly. So any unique experience that you're having, we will equip you to be able to, again, be victorious over it. So, what are some of the things you're going to learn in this course? Well, honestly, I could take half an hour just telling you all the things you're going to learn in this year-long course, let alone teaching it. But you're going to learn, among other things, what spiritual warfare is, and more importantly, what it's not. Why does God allow us to be spiritually attacked? Well, there's actually a practical reason behind that. And it's a reason that I'm willing to bet you use in your everyday life. And we'll talk about it. You're going to learn defense and you're going to learn offense. You're going to learn about the different types of spiritual entities and how to have victory over each and every one of them, from the lowest demons all the way up to Satan himself. Jesus gave you power over all of them. And you're going to learn how to tell the difference between hearing from God, God's voice, versus the voice of the enemy, versus your own voice. It's very confusing. Sometimes when you get voices in your head, you get impressions, you get things like that coming at you, and you aren't sure. Is this from God? Is this from someone else? Is it from me? We're going to show you how to tell the difference, and that alone is going to be life-changing. Oh, what else? You're also going to learn about things like familiar spirits. You're going to learn about covenants you may have inadvertently entered into and that give spiritual entities authority over you to oppress you. And you're going to learn how to go into the courts of God, the court of Jehovah, and use the legal rights that you have in the spiritual realm to destroy those covenants. We're going to learn about generational curses. That's a huge thing I hear about all the time. Things that were done in the past by your own family that have been passed down to you. And it may seem unfair, but there's a reason behind it. Again, spiritual law. But the great thing is that you have power to overcome those through Jesus. God does not want you to be subject to these curses and covenants. You're going to learn how to enter into his courtroom and have all of those curses and covenants destroyed so that you can walk in victory, and everything that has been denied you because of those covenants, you're going to be able to receive them again. And I can go on and on, but I would say the most important thing you're going to learn from this is how to improve your walk with God. You're going to learn about God in a way you never have before, in the life-changing ways that I've been giving in my Bible studies for the last 4 or 5 years. You will learn how to walk with Jehovah intimately, to know him intimately, and to know yourself. John Lenhart has a technology that he has been developing for almost 2 decades that is going to show you who you really are. So you can know who you are uniquely and walk in that uniqueness. And that is going to give you unbelievable power. And again, it's unique. You're not going to find it anyplace else because, again, it's proprietary to John, but we're happy to share it with you because our goal is discipleship, to obey the Great Commission, to make disciples of all men, and to show you how you can walk in the authority that you've been given by our Lord Jesus Christ. And just that alone is by itself worth the cost of the entire course. All right, enough of the self promotion. What do I want from you? Well, if you are interested in this course, what I want you to do is sign up to be notified when the course begins. We are right now aiming for early 2026, but we want to get an idea of who wants to be a part of the course and what sorts of things you're interested in. It'll help us as we shape this course and tailor it for our audience. So if you just look below, you're going to see the information. And once the course is ready, we will notify you. We'll send you a few notifications here and there just to get you ready for it. And then you'll know when it starts. And for being one of our early subscribers, we'll give you some discounts, some bonuses, and some other goodies to let you know how much we appreciate you being a part of this. Again, there's no obligation whatsoever. All you're doing is signing up to be notified when the course is available. All right. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will talk to you soon.